Set. Hey, hold on. Focus, defense, focus. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Bang, 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 bang. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. 9-9.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 50. He's checking.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Shift. Watch the shift. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run. Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. The Fiery. Mike 54.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Chubb, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Will remain a scoreless game. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through, and this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Defense, let's go. Wide, get wide.
11.
Shit. Mike 9.
Hey, gun. 12, fellas, here we go.
Say. Kill.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11. 6. I got you.
Check.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Burton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
21.
That's a gain of
65.
4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, gun. Set hunt.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Here we go. 180!
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in
Hey, alert! I got this.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee Volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Here we go. 180!
We don't get to that. You might do this. And let's get this. Undercut.
White.
Undercut. Under 10. 10.
White.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight dog.
11.
Joker. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
Protein spill.
No.
21. Here we go. 21. Hey, Alpha.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Bunch formation. Come on,
21. 2. Dad.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
11. Clock. Bravo. Hey, gun.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
13.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Shoves him aside. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still fighting. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They go with Chubb on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards in the Chicago first down. Now Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. 180!
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 99.
Black!
On third down, here's Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 180!
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Kill.
13! I got you.
Motion, motion.
Stay hot.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
It's running. It's running.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
21, 21. Here we go. 12, fellas. Here we go. Flag. Hey, box truck. Hey, gun.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Slam. Check.
Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
21.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
7, Mike, 7. We got to get the ball.
I got you.
Let's go. Time is a
Hey, gun.
coming to you. Mike 7. Mike 7. Hey, come on.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Here we got tight left. 3 down. He's coming. We got double up.
On second down, a run with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Watch
65.
Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there.
Right here. 1, Omaha.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Kill.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, we got to seal. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
11.
Check 24. Mike 9.
11. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 9.
On play action, now Garoppolo. It's complete to Hopkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
We gotta get to that. I think you got it, son. 36.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tighten up.
6.
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
21.
Jim.
Blue draw, Corker.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Switch.
White.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. It took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Chubb slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun on third down, Murray. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here we go. Second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal. Coming.
One, Omaha.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come, come. Mike 9. Mike
6'6". Bullet high.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Benjamin's got it. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
11.
Mike 9. What's the run? They're running it. Hey, switch gears.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
21.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 180!
Use the mic. Shoot.
2. I got you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 180!
Crunch time.
12, fellas. Here we go.
No, check that. We're going to make
Hey, orbit.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Mike 52.
Let's go.
Clock.
He's coming. Double up. Check safety.
80 weapon. Set hunt.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check. Crunch.
11. Flag! Hey, gun.
Out of the shotgun, Breida.
52.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hut.
Mike 7. Watch the pass.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I do this for the